What's going on, vibers? It's your boy J.S. Vaughn. And guess what, y'all? We back with another one, y'all. Today's track is called Man 2 from your boy Bugzy Malone. You know what I mean? Let's jump right into it, fam.
Yo, Bugzy Malone, you know? I hit the top like I don't know what. Now 500 Play-Doh gwop. And these man trying to take my spot when I'm sitting at home with writer's block. But he's not an MC.
He said, These men are trying to take my cramp when I'm at home having writer's block. And he's like, yo, man, he's suffering from like, he's not suffering, but he's not writing. He's just chilling and whatnot. And there's like mad dudes in the industry just trying to freaking take his spot and whatnot while he's on hiatus and whatnot. I don't think he's feeling that shit at all. You know what I mean?
And these man trying to take my spot when I'm sitting at home with writer's block. But he's not an MC as eloquent as me, let me get that clear. Am I
He said, There's no MC as clear as me. Is more elegant than me, you know what I mean? He's just basically saying like the way I rhyme, man, is mad elegant, mad, mad on point, mad skillful. You know what I mean? Everything on that level and whatnot. So I guess that's why he felt like yo, he had to basically come back and whatnot and do his thing again. You know what I mean?
what? And these man trying to take my spot when I'm sitting at home with writer's block. But he's not an MC as eloquent as me, let me get that clear. And my accountant said I can make 1 million and not make a track this year. Now how's that for
He said my accountant says he could make 1 million and not make a track this year. You know what I mean? So he's just basically freaking basically telling you like how sick he is and whatnot. Yo, his freaking his gallery of freaking shit that he's done before is still holding him down. You know what I mean? That is sick right there.
the man trying to take my spot when I'm sitting at home with writer's block. But he's not an MC as eloquent as me, let me get that clear. And my accountant said I can make 1 million and not make a track this year. Now how's that for a turnover? I made a gilet and a holster. Felt like I looked in the mirror when I seen the new JD poster. And they sold out so fast, they want me to sign contract like they're O2 or Voda.
He's like, yo, and now and whatnot, yo. Everything is going so well and whatnot. The industry's knocking on his door. Motherfuckers want him to sign contracts and shit. And I don't know. I think he's feeling like he's pushed against the wall in some way.
And they sold out so fast, they want me to sign contract like they're O2 or Voda in exchange for exposure. But still, I don't feel any closer to the real answer.
He said, so, hold on, man.
So, why did I want to be a gangster?
Hold on.
Sold out so fast, they want me to sign contract like they're O2 or Voda in exchange for exposure. But still, I don't feel any.
He's like, they want me to sign contracts in exchange for exposure. So like basically he's just basically saying like on some real shit. He knows exactly what a contract is. This is what I like, man. That's why I like this guy, man. He obviously has a mind on his shoulder and whatnot. He understands what contracts are and things of that nature, and he's not falling into the trap. But he understands if he signs a contract and whatnot, he has to read that shit from beginning to end and whatnot, because he's only freaking using the contract for exposure and whatnot. So he's gonna have the right frame and right time span for him to be in that freaking deal or contract, whatever he gets into. You know what I mean?
And they sold out so fast, they want me to sign contract like they're O2 or Voda in exchange for exposure. But still, I don't feel any closer to the real answer. Why did I want to be a gangster? When will I get rid of this pain? Feels like I'm in handcuffs. I want to fly to the south of France. I want to learn how to salsa dance. The chef come here, cause everybody in the restaurant kept watching, man. And I'm thinking, wait, are they watching?
Oh,
Man, did he think I'm a prick? Already just secret fans, blessed by God.
you see that? And he's at the stage where he's chilling. He just want to hang out and do him. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, every time I go in a restaurant, he don't know why motherfuckers watching him so hard. Are they a fan? Are they haters and shit? He's just living in that freaking moment and whatnot. You know what I mean? I feel you. I feel you. But
He watching, man. Did he think I'm a prick? Already just secret fans.
he said a prick. Do you think I'm a prick or a secret fan? Meaning a hater. I mean, a prick could be a hater. So I mean, let's go.
Blessed by God, fear no man, but my heart still beats when I see a police van. I was hungover.
Ooh, I like that, yo. I fear no man. But my heart still bumps fast when I see a police. You know, you see it? That's I mean, like on some real shit, yo. I don't understand, yo. That shit is affected. Oh man, let's go, man. I like that. I like that bar right there. That's real.
Already just secret fans, blessed by God, fear no man, but my heart still beats.
Blessed by God, fear no man.
When I see a police van,
But my heart beat fast when I see a policeman. Damn.
I was hungover. In Phuket, I couldn't stay sober. I needed a break from pulling a straight face. I don't play poker. I was out there looking at the pelicans, stroking the tigers and elephants. MCs all fighting for relevance, but I'm on the next level of eloquence.
He said, "Yo, MCs are fighting for elevate, for relevance. Is it relevance?"
Fighting for relevance, but I'm on the next level of eloquence.
He said, "But I'm on a next level of eloquence." You know what I mean? He's like, "Yo, these rappers right here, these MCs is fighting for relevance and whatnot, freaking tearing down each other's freaking games, lyrical format and whatnot. But I'm on a new frame of eloquence." Like he's like just basically saying like, you got all these rappers over here and shit, rapping and freaking battling each other for relevance and shit. And I'm right here looking down at them like, what the fuck y'all motherfuckers doing, man? While I'm drinking my freaking champagne and eating my caviar. I don't even know. I've never eaten caviar before. I just said it because it's some shit that rich people be saying, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's go.
Where do I get it from? Did I get it from him? Could it be a white? Could it be a black thing? Must be the reason I'm the captain. Must be the reason I overlapped him.
Could it be a white thing? Could it be a black thing? Could it be that's why I'm a captain? Okay, I like the rhyme scheme too.
Must be the reason I overlapped him, cause I'm dedicated. Me, I could have got relegated.
See that? He said, I'm dedicated. And that's why I try to tell everybody, man, when you're dedicated towards whatever you're doing and whatnot, you're gonna do it 100% to the fucking fullest and whatnot. You know what I mean? Um, and you're not gonna stop because that's something that's deep into you and something that you love doing and something that you deem good at doing and whatnot. So you motivate yourself every time you do it. So every time you do it, you feel like you're doing something positive. So therefore, you dedicated. Dedication is a good thing.
Me, I could have got relegated. Imagine I would have hesitated. Where would I be if I never made it? But I did. Now I'm in a new 7-bedroom crib with spotlight.
You see, and that's the thing, man. I like the fact that he actually thinks about that. Like, where would I be if I never made it? You know what I mean? Because that keeps you grinding too. Like if you know that you on top and whatnot, and you know you're the force behind what you're doing and whatnot, it's gonna motivate you to do more and whatnot because you are the head of the beast and shit. You know what I mean? Whatever happens and whatnot is on you, and whatever don't happen is on you. So it keeps you focused on moving forward and not stepping back and whatnot. That's definitely what's up, man. I like that motivation. They didn't got an umbrella. What did it rain earlier that day?
Where would I be if I never made it? But I did. Now I'm in a new 7-bedroom crib with spotlights in the ceiling. It's sick. No bean bag. I've got a Lamborghini on a ramp and I don't use it. I've got a grand piano in front of.
Yo, dude got a Lamborghini and he don't use it. That's baller right there, yo. That's baller right there. Let's go.
Owner and everything cocaine white, but I don't get to see it much these days because I'm always out taking a.
You see, he's like, yo, he got the best crib. It's like he acquired everything, right? He's basically saying he got a cocaine white crib and whatnot. He got a nice fucking car, and he's never able to actually sit back, relax, and enjoy it because he's always grinding. You know what I mean? He's always when he says like I'm always taking a flight. I mean, it's like he's always freaking working. He's always grinding. So all the accomplishment and all the freaking things that he has accumulated to stimulate to symbolize wealth and whatnot, he's never there to be able to fully enjoy it.
I thinking about before it all went bad. Never got dissed off my real dad. Now he tells people that I never give him anything, as if he was there from scratch.
It's like, yo, now he goes back to the one to Man One, what he talks about his dad and whatnot, and his dad freaking bitching about he never gave him shit, and he's kind of feeling like, yo, I mean, like it's like one of those things, like like you have to internal battles and shit. Like you want to take care of people even though they wasn't there for you. You know what I mean?
If it was there from scratch, how did it get so negative? Between old friends and fake relatives, I've come quite far when I reminisce to get rid of these toxic energies. An old friend tells people.
Yeah, and now he's talking about the old friends and the toxic energy that they bring and whatnot sometimes. And it's not all old friends. It's just some motherfucking leeches and freaking asshole and hangarounds and shit. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day and whatnot, you have to make sure that people want your bet. The people that you have in your circle want the best interest for you. You know what I mean? And if they don't, you have to. It's gonna be hard to do, but you gotta let them go slowly. You know what I mean?
To get rid of these toxic energies. An old friend tells people that I put money on his head, as if I'm still pissed off. I'm with his friends from about year 9, and he tried to get my door kicked off. Cocaine's one hell of a drug. Yeah, I've seen what it does.
You said, yo, cocaine is one hell of a drug. I see what the hell that it does. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day and whatnot, yo, when you've been in those environments and you've seen freaking people fucking fall apart because of a fucking drug and whatnot, that shit will take you back. You know what I mean? I think that's probably where he's coming from with that.
Watch man fall from the mountains, turn from a bad boy to a scruff. I'm still out.
He said it turned bad boy to, you see, that's what the whole cocaine shit. He's like, yo, he's seen men fall from a mountain, meaning like, yo, dude was on top of his game and whatnot. It turned to a bad boy to a scruff. You know what I mean? Meaning like a degenerate, all the way down to the nothingness of people. You know what I mean? And all happened because of the fucking drugs the motherfuckers was taking and shit.
Holding it up, I'm still backstage holding a cup. Dark is still my co-defendant. I'm in a film about money and drugs. I told my agent, tell Guy Ritchie you don't need to pay me. As I was watching Snatch, that's my all-time favorite gangster movie. I ended up in the GR singing Irish songs to the ukulele. I told my agent, tell Guy Ritchie you don't need to pay me. As I was watching Snatch, that's my all-time favorite gangster.
Yo, Snatch, yo, I like that movie, son, too, son. I like that movie, son. That movie, and the funny thing about Snatch and whatnot, yo, I didn't think I was gonna like it when I was watching it, but once I started watching, I said, "Oh shit, this is go in. Let's go."
The movie.
Is it my favorite gangster movie? No, I think Scarface is my all time favorite gangster movie. That and Carlito's Way. You know what I mean? But let's go.
Up in the GR, singing Irish songs to the ukulele. Sophisticated conversation had me feeling so creative. I feel detached from reality. Now I'm on a footballer's salary. I flew to Rome, and the roof of the Sistine Chapel looked like an art gallery. Me, I got close to insanity. On the roadside, moving raggedy. Now I'm in the Vatican, thinking.
Oh man, so he's just basically saying, man, yo, he has this stage of the freaking track. I think he's basically saying like, yo, I've been to the top of all mountains and shit, and I've been down like a motherfucker and shit to the brink of insanity and shit. So I've been through all different types of levels and shit, and it makes me freaking realize shit in a different way. You know what I mean? Other people can't really see shit like I see shit because I've been through all stages of freaking life and shit, and I'm blessed. I guess he's basically saying he's blessed for that. You know what I mean?
Strategy, can't think of an MC in my category. All this from a one-bedroom flat. I wanted a reminder not to look back. That's the reason why I got King of the North tattooed right across my six-pack, and the artist came from Italia, the home of the mafia. Never in debt, I'm a Lannister. They know I'm of a different caliber. I climbed to the top without a banister, and last year got smashed, no manager. Man can say what he want, but I'll never let anyone assassinate my character. Some relation.
Word, man. I like that, man. Never let anyone smash my character. You know what I mean? Basically, like saying like you're on some real shit, man. I never let anybody tarnish my character and whatnot. The person that I am and whatnot is who I am and whatnot. So if you talk shit about me, I'm gonna come out and freaking put you right. You know what I mean?
Ships don't work, and the separation hurts. I know these are simple words, but I always told her I loved her first. I used to be so immature. Even though the love was pure, I was never always all yours.
You said, yo, I was always immature. I always told her I love her first. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah. He sounds like in that rhyme and that's in that bar right there. Like yo, he's somebody that wears his emotions on his freaking shoulders at times and whatnot.
Some of them nights on tour, you could have walked out through the open door when the love turned into a war. And now I'm gonna buy you a house, just so you know you're secure. Let me get it off my chest. Turns out no matter how much money I make, I still can't pay to correct. All of the trauma, it still feels fresh, but never again would that.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Like he's just basically saying like on some real shit. Sometimes it doesn't even matter, man. Even though I'm making so much freaking money, man, it doesn't take away all the trauma that I've freaking had to endure my whole life and shit. And it's true, you know what I mean? It's like you could be successful as fuck. You could be a billionaire, a trillionaire individual and shit, but the traumas that happen in your life and whatnot will always affect you in a negative way. And sometimes if you don't address it and shit, and it will always freaking bite you in your back every freaking time. So yeah, man, mental health is a big freaking issue. It's not just in it's in every community, you know what I mean? So you gotta mentally take care of yourself. You know what I mean?
Get me depressed, don't mind going out as a legend as long as I'm known as Manchester's best.
Because I'm known as Manchester's best.
Sometimes I don't know when I know. Sometimes I don't know.
Yo, man. I mean, this guy, like I said, yo, the first track, I've never seen a rapper that. Well, I have. It has been a long time that the fucking first track that I heard from the rapper had me. You know what I mean? And Bugzy Malone and whatnot is one of those freaking rappers that like the first track I ever heard from him, I was like, yo, this dude is fucking deep. You know what I mean? The way that he thinks and whatnot is fucking deep. The way he's schematic, he structures his freaking tracks and whatnot is freaking deep. It's he's putting his mind and thought into where this word is going and where this word is going and where this sentence is going, and he's putting it together like a nice little fucking story, puzzle and whatnot. There's not a lot of people creatively that could do shit like that, you know what I mean, in the music game nowadays and whatnot. There's a few, but there's not a lot, you know what I mean. And because the fact of the matter, some people get lost in the sauce. You know what I mean? When I say lost in the sauce and whatnot, they do it as a creative structure and whatnot, but like to show that off their skills and whatnot. And a lot of times when they show off their skills, the mass can't understand the message. You know what I mean? Only a few can understand the message. When it comes down to Bugzy Malone and whatnot, if you listen to his track like 2 or 3 times, you'll get the complete message. And if you hear it the first time around and whatnot, and if you're sharp enough, you'll get everything. You know what I mean? So definitely is a dope ass track. Very tells you, it takes you back from like beginning and whatnot, how he had the writer's block and how he was watching these rappers freaking trying to freaking um cut everybody's throats off to get to the top. Meanwhile, he's looking down at them like, whoa, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Because he's living a good life. I'm trying to freaking live his life the best way, but at the end of the day, I feel like the rap music was freaking calling back to him. So he came back and started grinding and started doing this thing again. And the old devils started coming in and whatnot. And he's buying material aspect things. And yeah, it's a dope ass track. You know what I mean? I could relate it from, I could keep on freaking recapping the whole track and whatnot, but I ain't gonna do that. But definitely a dope ass track. You know what I mean? If you guys feel like I do, put it down in the comment section all day freaking long and whatnot. Show me some love and support in that way, you know what I mean? If you guys want to freaking request a track, put it down in the comment section all day long, you know what I mean? If you guys see this, it's my motherfucking thumb, you know what I mean? Put it all over to the motherfucking sky with the thumbs up all over the freaking place and whatnot. Last and not least and whatnot, show me some love and support by subscribing to the channel right down there all day long, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna check you guys out next time on the next video. Peace out, one love, fam.